how to start a paddleboard business online. Welcome to the video. I can help you out with this. My name is Brando Olenek, and if you heard this click, that is literally my annoying armchair rest. When I rest my arm on it, it just kind of clicks sometimes as I'm, yeah, it's very annoying. Anyway, aside from that pattern interrupt, when it comes to business, having started a couple different types of businesses over the last 3 years, some of them worked, a lot of them absolutely didn't work. I can definitely tell you what to avoid, what to look out for. But with this video review, all right, on this business model from a business to business, standpoint, when you're looking at opportunity to build an income for yourself where you can do what you're passionate about, whether that passion is, paddleboarding, whether it's traveling, swimming, whatever that is for you, you got to keep in mind with this business model, there's a lot of moving parts. And the best tip I could give you in the simplest form and explanation of actually starting a paddleboard business on the internet is you have to have your own website first and foremost, so people can go to the site and they can order a paddleboard, all right? And from that point on, though, unless you're creating your own paddleboard, which I wouldn't recommend because creating it takes a long time and it's going to set you back light years. You're going to take like 10 to 30 years to actually be able to create a decent income where you can quit your job and spend more time with your family. And the most ideal approach in the simplest fashion is to partner up with a wholesaler, all right? And you can become a consultant, or I guess you could say a networker, or independent business owner with that distributorship, all right, with that wholesaler, okay? So you can become like a third-party person where they create the paddle boards and then you buy them from that individual, from that wholesaler at a wholesale price, okay? So it's tiny money that you buy the paddle boards for, and from that point on you mark them up retail price on your website and then you make money that way, all right? And that in essence is how you can start a stand-up paddleboard business. So I hope that makes sense. You got to find a wholesaler, and I know that's very broad when I'm sharing this with you, but there's so many different types of wholesalers out there, and you can just do a simple Google search on this that I would overwhelm you and confuse you naming like 100 of them right now. So just do your own Google search, find someone who's selling paddleboards, who's offering paddleboards at wholesale price, and then message them, and you want to lower the price down. Never go with the same price that a wholesaler is listing the prices for. You want to build a relationship with them. This is business, and you want to establish a long-term relationship in business with them. So you want to make sure that you're serious and know that they're serious by establishing that, by sending them a message saying, hey, look, you're marking up, or I'm looking at partnering up with a wholesaler. Would you be interested? I'm looking at doing long-term business, so on and so forth. So from that point on, once you have the wholesaler, all right, who can sell you paddle boards, then you can just mark them up retail price on your website, and in turn you can make money. You can do marketing via social media, Instagram, searching up tags with people in your niche. So your niche would be sports, travel, swimwear, all right, athleticism. That would be your niche, and you can search up people who are in that niche, message them, don't spam them, interact on their content, don't spam them, just comment on them, see if they'd be interested in something that you have to offer. So that in essence is how it works. I hope that makes sense, okay? If you have questions, comment below. But in addition to this video, I figured I would add on to it and share with you my experience on this when it comes to building a business and income, being your own boss, quitting your job. Because going back about 2 years ago, if you hear me out here for a minute, before you consider starting a paddleboard business, I've got a lead I want to throw your way, all right? If you're looking at this for similar reasons why I had, to quit your job, to be your own boss, to create your own income, to travel, explore the world, just be able to have less financial burden on your back at the end of every month. If that's really what you're looking for, I'd highly encourage you, if you follow me here for like a minute, learn how to build a leveraged business model. My experience with it goes back just to September 2014 when I transitioned from dealing with wholesalers and distributorship and dealing with buying low and selling high, and I quit that business model and I came across an individual who was making a multiple six-figure income business, traveling around the world, building an income and business at the same time. And I feel like I'm going to sneeze, but I'm not. And because they were doing this, all right, building an income on the internet without buying low and selling high, without dealing with shipping and handling, without creating their own products, I modeled and copied them because they're making more money every month than I was making in like a year, 2.5 years. And it was attractive to me because they're actually living their lifestyle at the same time, doing what they're passionate about. And in less than 90 days, I created for myself and family a full-time income business, working part-time on the internet, working very strategically, worked really hard too, learned some things, okay, like you'd have to in any business, but I'm sharing that with you because if you want to be your own boss, create your own income, quit your job, learn to build a business on the internet. If that's really what you're looking for, learn to build a business online and learn how to do it where you don't have to deal with wholesalers and buying low and selling high and shipping and handling. Because I'm telling you, if you've never done it before, it can be so draining and excruciating when you have back orders and you have people ordering stuff and you got to ship it out. It's just very painful. All right, if you've never done it before, those of you who have, you know what I'm talking about. If you've never done it before, you can save yourself a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. So that's just my story. That's my experience. You can take it or leave it. Even though what I've been able to do over the last 15, 16 months now since I transitioned to just a complete internet business is not a stand-up paddleboard business. If you'd like to learn the essential skills to building a business online, to quit your job, to do what you're passionate about, make sure after this video you connect with me on my site. It's 123marketingtips.com. The link will be in the description below. But aside from that, I hope you got value. I look forward to seeing your success story and seeing you on the beaches of the world. Take care.